So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're passing here. Joe Burrow flushed out right. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's brought down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go. Ready? Hands up. We got 3,
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Rolling to his right. He will find his man Chase complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now it's Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2.
If you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense, how will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On the delay, Jones. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that's caught at the 2. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short. So they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Callaway, the return man. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Off the play fake, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. 18.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check 15. Check 15. Hold the rub.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to bring him down at the 23. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Check 26. Check 26. Hold 50.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
They're running it. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Alert 3.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time.
Touchdown! Giovanni Bernard, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Yeah, that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw once more on, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And finally brought down at the 38. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 38 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, he'll set up the screen to Fournette. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Bernard. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Giovanni Bernard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. extra point put through by Succop. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Callaway, the return man. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats. There he goes left side. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him?
That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last...
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel.